Professor Haratkin. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Arsha. Today, Professor Haratkin will be delivering a lecture on
possibilities of the different angles you could have. Okay, I'm now addressing the researchers or those who are thinking about what to investigate, what to analyze, what to start thinking about, what psychology. I'm focusing on Seligman's positive psychology. I need to formally thank the organizers, this beautiful lady, and everyone who were collaborating, working hard to make this two-day seminar be okay. It was there could be some research dealing with the potentials of women, dealing with the potentials of us, we healer, first of all. So we need a healer here. If I come here and I start talking that this is scientifically fine, thank you so much, you're helping us in some ways. But surely at this time of so much agony, anguish, pain, that the whole world is going, that you're doing a research. But remember what kind of research you're doing that can heal, that can be a healer to the pains your readers would have. The previous presenter, he said something about the power of what? He said the power of money. And now I want to tell you something about the power of language. This language. No use when you are working about discourse, but you have ignored the discourse at home. The psyche that you could affect with this language, with this power of discourse. It's not only saying that, look at the government or the different, for how it is institutionalized, or how, for example, they control us, how they regulate us. In different circumstances, when you are driving and it is traffic jam, just honking, all the time honking, and then using some bad words, some swear words. Are you really aware of this power of discourse? Our research keeps saying that, look at the colonizers. So how about us, the colonized? What are our problems? Everything comes from outside, the other. Actually, the colonized are using them as the other. Look at yourself, look at us, look at we are. I remember I had a client, I was working in a clinic. My method in the clinics is cognitive therapy, or sometimes CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Because when you change the belief system, the beliefs, the minds, the thoughts, then you can see the change in behavior, then you can see the change in attitudes toward everything. There should be a shift. I wrote it last night. So is Dr. Marx here? So I sent the PPT file, the revised PPT file to Dr. Marx. Dr. Marx changed it a bit because yesterday when I was having a look at the papers that the students were presenting, I said, oh my God, everything is about just colonialism, post-colonialism, feminism. So I thought about it and then I wrote it here. There should be a shift from others to me, to us now. And it should be time for self-awareness, time for self-discovery. Who am I? And what are the weak and strong points? Time for self-evaluation. So this is the time that we need to focus on self-improvement, self-empowerment, and moving up the ladder to authentic happiness, as I said. This is one of the Seligman's book. This traveling was a blessing, but I don't want to say that it was easy path or very smooth, not at all. I really had troubles in different circumstances. Not easy, mindfulness, yoga, like generosity and giving things away to other people. There are many different ways to achieve it. How long you need to go further in order to get to that place. And And this is the way that you can get it through studying and reading and reading. So literature is teaching us how to interpret, how to see the word, how to use language to communicate, how to empower yourself and others, and how to grow. We should never, ever speak again, or read, or hear others' words without being conscious of what? Without being conscious of the underlying meaning of the words. And just put words aside. Just one side of the story. We're talking also about syntax. And by syntax, I mean the way these words are put together. This affects meaning again. So that's why we call it lexicosyntactic arrangements. Choices. As a human being, you're blessed. All of us are blessed. We're not lad. What is lad? Does anybody know lad? Joseph, do you know lad? Language acquisition device. We have this ability to talk, to learn languages, to communicate. So we are blessed already. But now, these are us to learn how to talk, how to write. Please read your message again before sending it. Another person on the other side is reading your message. How are you writing it? They don't think as you do. So consider different things and then click send and send it. You see what I'm trying to say? This is about discourse. But it's not only about discourse in media, discourse in historical books, discourse in that, the political text, the way Trump talked, the way Barack Obama talked, that person, Pope or so. This is about us. Discourse at home, discourse with colleagues. Say what I needed to say. I felt this necessity to talk to you about the shifts. We try to look at everything on the bright side. We want to say that, oh yes, life is good. But this is it. This is the way that he is describing it so fantastically simple. He said that our lives have already become a desert. We need to irrigate it with water. So endurance, the whole life was the life of patience and endurance. That's why I highlighted it. That's the choice. The pain here. She has struggled, the word struggle, between what? Between an overwhelming desire. Not desire, overwhelming desire. These adjectives, these epithets, these words, these modifiers modify the word, describe the word. So we're not talking about desire, we're talking about overwhelming desire, that one would kill the other. We have the word kill the other. And a profound wish. So here we have overwhelming desire, here we have profound wish that she herself could die. Who calls the mother Mrs. Breedlove? This is happening here in this story. It is talking about detachment between mother and daughter. And then we need to find why. Why so much detached that is calling her mother Mrs. Breedlove. Don't, Mrs. Breedlove, don't. But Mrs. Breedlove did. It's just like about beating now. Many things come with our own choices. Be careful about this triangle. Thoughts, emotion, behavior, and language is behavior. I just wanted to say that when we're talking about language as discourse, discourse is a behavior. That the whole world is going through. Tava shubha ashish mane